What's up, Brodies? Welcome to the Bourbon Effect. My name is Tunji, and you already know what it is. So let's talk. So before I get into it, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for your boy. We are slowly getting up to 500 subscribers, so that's super exciting. And let's just keep moving up from here. But I'm gonna jump straight into it, all right? Today we're gonna be talking about red flags to look out for on Hinge. Now, I know there are other dating apps like Bumble, Tinder, stuff like that, but I'm not really on those dating apps like that. I don't know, they don't really work for me all that well. And just the options that I see on there, I'm not really too much into. Tinder, I feel like it's just more of an attention dating app where girls just go on to get attention. They ain't even really trying to do anything. Maybe that's just in my area, but that's just what I've noticed. But with Hinge, over the years, I have experienced a lot of things on there, things that I've learned from to look out for, and the good results that I've happened to come across using certain methods and tasks and all that shit. But today we're going to be talking about the negative aspect of it, okay? So these are going to be the things to look out for on Hinge. Number one, half-shot pictures. Typically over the years, I've discovered that half-shot pictures a lot of the times means that the girl who is taking the pictures, that and when they have like a group of friends, that too. A lot of times when they take half-shot pictures, most likely they are overweight. And, and you'd be surprised because I've seen some pictures of women on Hinge, and a lot of times it's just the portrait shot and up to where you can only really see their upper body. Maybe not too much of their arms, but definitely shots of the face and up. Some women, even though they are big, tend to have slimmer faces. That's just how some of them are. And some of them out there know this already, so they use that to their advantage. And typically they'll take those shots so you don't really see how much they weigh a lot of the times. And then eventually when you see them in person, they look completely different. Yeah, I mean, it's happened to me to where like this girl looked like really attractive, and she looked like my type. Obviously I go to the gym, so I want somebody who is persistent and consistent at the gym, who looks good. That's just my personal preference. When I seen her, she was a little bit bigger than I remember. Okay, and that's another thing that I can just throw in here, like using old pictures too. Like if you know that you've gained like 10 pounds over the past couple months, try to update the pictures on your dating app, because then it's going to make us think that you look like that picture from a couple months ago, and knowing damn well you don't look like that anymore. All right, so they tend to sneak that in there too. So really the first one is just like ways for them to hide how they really look, essentially. And so I've gone on a date with a girl, looked pretty and everything. Now I seen her in person, and she was a little bit bigger than I imagined. So that kind of threw me off like the whole date. And from there, I always told myself, like, I know what to look out for. Now, this isn't all of them, obviously, but from my experience, this is things that I've noticed. And I'm pretty sure some of you guys have noticed it too. All right. And then when they take pictures with like their friends in almost every single photo, how am I supposed to know which one is you? Now I gotta like guess which one you are just to get to the last one and see that you're not even the cutest one amongst the group. Unfortunately, like I said, this is what I've noticed. Kind of sound like a dick right now, but these are just my honest thoughts. And sometimes they confuse you. There is something called the cheerleader effect, where when you are with a group of people, you do tend to come off a little bit more attractive, depending on how the people you're hanging out with look. So if you're hanging out with people who are just as attractive as you, or even more attractive, it kind of puts you on a little bit of a higher scale too, because people will tend to think you look more attractive with the group. So I think they do this unconsciously without actually knowing it. But that's just something that I've noticed over time and that you should look out for, because honestly, I'm not trying to guess like which one you are. Just let me know, show yourself on the first one, and then from there we will, we'll put two and two together. Okay. So that's the first one, okay? And I wrote them here just because I was like, I might not remember it off head. But the second one is when they put in their prompt a time and a place. Now, for me, I don't know. This might just be a preference thing with me personally, but I don't think you should be telling me I should be giving you a time and a place. Based off of our conversation, we will see if that happens. Okay? Because a lot of times that's their that's their little way of trying to get guys to ask them out on dates. That's really what it is. When they put a time and a place in their prompt, that's already a red flag for me. Because for me, I know there are guys who are fucking stupid enough to go on the prompt, oh, let's go to, Olive Garden. Damn, I fucked that up. Let's go to Olive Garden at 7 p.m., blah, blah, blah. Like, there are actually guys who fall for this, and this works for them. The only reason why they can confidently put that up is because it works for them. I'm pretty sure they've gone on plenty of dinner dates just putting up that prompt. And you as a guy need to know that if you see that up there, do not be one of those guys. A lot of the times, the way I handle on Hinge, I'll put this in another video depending on how this one does. But there are certain things that I say, certain funnels that I put the women through before I even end up meeting them. And then there's certain things that I'll build up to where I can invite them to my place. And a lot of the times they come. You just have to know the right things to say, and you got to be a little bit straightforward, but not in a creepish way, because, women don't like to be approached in a certain way. You kind of got to word it with some, finesse and swag and shit like that. But if you see a time and a place, for me, that's just a no-go for me. I don't care how you look. For me, it just sounds like you're trying to get a dinner date and, use guys, because, like, who are you to... It's almost like she's trying to tell me where I should take her before I even have the chance to even get my mindset there. We chat it up. Let's see how things go. And then from there, I can decide if I want to take you out or not. But you putting in your prompt a time and a date, you haven't even talked to anybody yet. You haven't talked to any guys. You haven't gotten to know any of them. But you just expect them to give you a time and a date. Or a time and reservation, however way they like to put it. I think that's what it is. A time and a date, reservations, blah, 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 whatever. Don't tell me how to do it, okay? If I want to do that, and if the conversation goes well enough, then I will consider it. But a lot of times, especially nowadays, I don't take women out on dinner dates. I stopped doing that years ago. So, that's just a little heads up for you guys. Think of something outside of the box, apart from dinner dates and all that other shit. A lot of times I invite women over to my place. Doesn't work all the time, but it works well enough to where I'm still doing it. Okay, so look out for that. And to give you guys an example of the women that I've seen do this, I'm gonna give you guys, this first lady. All right. Her name is Johanna, okay? And she says, picking the place, letting me know the date, time, and what I'm wearing. Nothing hotter than a man who takes charge. You see how she's trying to sprinkle that in there? That's a little sprinkle of finesse that she's doing. She wants the guy to feel good and be like, yeah, I want you to wear this and this, that, and I want to feel like the man. She's trying to make you feel like the man, but you're too stupid to understand what she's doing. All right, don't fall for shit like that. Okay, that's just her trying to bait you in. Okay, and then we have what's this girl's name? We have Kelsey here saying dinner reservations. Like, what do you mean dinner reservations? I don't even know you. And then we have Abby here as well. She says, looking for, don't worry, I'll take care of it. I made us reservations for tomorrow night. Be ready at 7. Like, I like how they have so much confidence just to put that out there. And then when you actually look at the pictures, I'm just like, let me just stop myself right now, okay? Yeah, and then we have Kelsey, dinner reservations. Yeah. Don't go for those. All right, just letting you know that now. Another one that we have here is showing too much. Now, this one you'll probably start seeing a lot more of, because they are dating apps, and women are in their you know feminist era, to where showing off their body is empowering and everything like that. I don't get that. But anyway, yeah, so you're gonna start to see a lot more women wearing more revealing clothes, dresses, whatever they're wearing. It's a lot more revealing. And then at the same time, when you see this, they're gonna put for what they're looking for, and it's gonna say monogamy. It's gonna say life partner. You see how that shit's not matching up? How are you gonna say you want a life partner and you want monogamy, but you half naked? Do you guys not understand that whether you guys like it or not, and I'm talking to women here, that whether you like it or not, a guy is gonna judge you based off your appearance. I know not all women, but I know a lot of them out there want to dress anyhow that they want without having the consequences that follow. Life doesn't work that way. I'm sorry. If you dress like a thought and you're surrounded by thoughts, we're gonna assume you're a thought. Sorry. That's just how it is. So when you see women on Hinge dressing scantily clad and barely wearing shit, just understand that if their shit says life partner, monogamy, looking for a relationship, yeah, that's not what you're looking for when it comes to a relationship. I'm letting you know right now. If you're on Hinge to look for a relationship, that is not what you want to look for. So just giving you some game. All right, I know some of y'all been falling for some of these that y'all see on here, but someone had to tell you. Another one, which it irks me, because I know these women are still getting matches on here. All right. For another one, talks down on men, puts themselves on a pedestal. Now, a perfect example of this is what's her name? Her name is I don't even have her name on here. Let me see where it is. Maybe it's who knows? Her name isn't on here, okay? But it says, "Worship the ground I walk on." When I hear that, to me, it already sounds like you have a complex. Like you just automatically see yourself better. Now, obviously, she could be joking. It could be all fun and games. But if you have enough audacity to actually put that on there and not feel like you'll get any pushback on that, that tells me that you are used to guys putting you on a pedestal. She's used to guys putting her on a pedestal, getting her anything she wants, everything, because there are guys out there who actually do this. There are guys out here who will see this and actually match with her. Like, really? You don't have enough respect for yourself to look at that? No matter how, I don't care how fine, once you get to a certain stage in your life, you don't care how fine women are anymore. You really don't, because you end up finding out that the ones who are super attractive oftentimes are very narcissistic, and they have no idea about it. That's why a lot of times you get manipulated and gaslighted to make yourself, for them to make you think that you're the narcissist and you're controlling, you're all this. But realistically, that's what they are. And they don't realize that. They don't think about it. A lot of times, not all women, I feel like I always have to say this just because, they don't like being generalized. But a lot of them have this victim mentality, and they'll often use that to their advantage all the time. But as soon as they want to preach about equality and everything like that, we're equal. How can you be a victim and then be equal at the same time? I don't get that. But I guarantee you that there are a lot of guys who have seen this and will probably respond to this prompt. Of course I will. You deserve to be worshipped. Some simp shit like that. You are my queen. You are my queen. I will worship you, baby. I will love you. I will buy you anything you want. Y'all piss me off sometimes, bro. And then we have Olivia, who says, my simple pleasures, roasting your profile with my friends. For you to have the confidence to put this out there lets me know that she is still getting the attention that she wants. She is still getting the dates that she wants. And at the end of the day, when women feel comfortable enough to put shit like this out on their prompts, it lets me know that you guys are the cause. Let me not say you guys, us as men, because even though I don't do it, I'm still a man at the end of the day. And there's some things that we need to hold ourselves accountable for. If you don't have enough integrity, if you don't have enough respect for yourself to where you can see this and you still want to match with her, that says more about you than it does her. Because the only reason she has, or she's comfortable enough to put that on a prompt, she's still getting the results that she wants. She's still getting the dates. She's still getting everything that she's asked for. And that's sad that some of y'all suck on enough out here to still match with women like these. And that's embarrassing on your part. That's embarrassing on our part. And us as men, luckily, I feel like we are getting to a stage where we're becoming more aware of female nature and just exactly how they view men and everything like that. There are a lot of women. There's a lot of women in my life who don't view men like that, who view us as disposable. One of my closest friends is a woman, so it's just like. But from what I've seen, and she's nothing like that. She's nothing like a lot of the women that are out here. Luckily, thank God, that's why she's my friend. But for the ones that are, we have to hold ourselves accountable for that, because we're not giving them enough pushback when it comes to shit like that. All right. So that's something else that you need to look for. If she feels comfortable enough demeaning men and looking down on us, just go, because you should already know and tell yourself that based off that prompt will give you an idea how she views you and how she's going to treat you. So you gotta, to them, it may not seem like a big deal, but as a man, we're very logical. You can look at that and kind of discern exactly how it is she may treat you based off of some shit like this. You know, it may seem subtle, but you know, it makes a difference. It makes a difference. Another one, you know, this is a little preference of mine. If she don't think that pineapple belongs on pizza, I'm sorry, bro, she gotta go. That's tough. Shout out to Solomon. Like, she gotta go. I know some of y'all probably already unsubscribed, you know, because you don't like pineapple on pizza. Fuck you. All right. I could give a shit. Pineapple belongs on pizza. That's just a little one I want to throw up in there. And then last but not least, she has an Instagram in one of her prompts. When I see women who have Instagram on their prompts, honestly, what that's telling me is that she's really not on there to do anything but get attention. Because why are you so open putting your Instagram on somewhere where you don't even know who these guys are? You don't even know who these people are. You feel comfortable enough putting your Instagram on there. That just shows me that you're just trying to get more followers. You're trying to find more simps who can give you validation, you know, and all this shit and whatnot. That's what that tells me. Because if you prioritize your privacy and your safety, you're not gonna just put your Instagram out on there. I remember at some point I did that, and then I was just getting followers from people I didn't know and I didn't really feel comfortable having. Luckily, my new page is private, but I've been stopped doing that stuff a long time ago. And it wasn't even because I was trying to get attention. It was just so people could see my work in my photography, because obviously some of y'all know I'm a photographer. But that's really why I put it on there. And eventually I was just getting like random ass followers that I just wasn't interested in having. And I removed it. But typically whenever I see a woman's Instagram on there, that's just letting me know that, you know, she's really just looking for attention to get more followers. Because honestly, the guys who are going to follow her most likely have simpish tendencies. Because a grown ass man, a grown, fully confident man is not gonna follow her, especially if y'all didn't even match. You don't even know if you're gonna match with this girl, bro. You just went on her Instagram, probably followed her. Hey, I came here from Hinge. How many niggas you think are doing that? Enough, because it's still there. It's still on her prompt. Believe me, she has enough guys doing this. You're just another one of the folk. And that's why you're not going to stand out. That's why, unless you mention anything money related, you will still be in the friend zone. She'll probably never respond to your DM. That's just how it goes, unfortunately. And last but not least, if you see her on lots of yachts and shit like that, now I do understand, especially where I'm from, Chicago, people do rent, boats and shit like that. But, I don't know. That's a sticky one. I don't want to say all the women who are on boats, are a little sus, but, you can put two and two together. I'm from a place where a lot of people have boats. A lot of people are on boats. So, that one is kind of, I guess that's more of a my opinion type thing, but I look out for that. I do look out for that. And yeah, that's pretty much everything, guys. This video actually went a little bit longer than I thought it was going to, but it's all good. I'm glad we got it through. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video and y'all learned something. Please, like I said, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. You're almost to 500 subscribers. So if y'all can hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you guys know every time that I post, which is on Tuesday and Thursday. And you already know what it is. Bourbon Effect out. Peace out.